I only got to see bears twice. That's my biggest regret is not going out and finding more bears.
Finding more bears.
Everybody, welcome one and all to the podcast known as the PJC Cast.
Whoa,
It's back. It's back and better than ever, and it never left, and everything's
season
fine.
2. Season 2.
Season 2. We're starting season 2 right here.
We're sorry. We could have started it when we lost a podcast member, but no, we're starting it now.
We're
arbitrarily.
starting it right now. And my name is Dane.
And I'm Jimmy.
And we do Would You Rathers and other fun things. And I left, but now I'm back.
Dane's back. Hey.
I'm back. Yay!
Hey, Dane's back.
Thank you to Char Charm Cosplay for stepping in and doing an excellent job.
She filled in a Dane-sized tub hole.
Well, when I leave the water, it leaves a space for my body, right? Yeah, like a cartoon would. And so I really appreciate that she was able to just nestle on in there and do all the jokes that I would have done and
verbatim
make all the references that I would make, probably to like Reboot or some bullshit. I don't know. But anyway, yes, happy summer. It's still summer in this autumn evening here in this tub.
Yeah.
And
don't forget.
And Jimmy and I are in our own digital hot tubs, quarantined because I was out in the world.
Yeah, so we're in the same Anytown tub, maybe 20. Well, distance is hard. Maybe 30 feet away, but with two doors of rooms.
So this is how this works. There's one giant hot tub, and then we're in our own little hot tub within this big hot tub. So we each have a personal hot tub within the larger hot tub. Cut out all that door stuff. This is hot tub all the way.
Okay, and the hot tubs have wheels, because I want them to. Because I built them.
Okay, Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah, they got wheels, man. Yeah. You want to hear some of the stuff I was baking in Alaska?
Okay. Is it okay?
Because I go to Alaska to bake. It's a calling of mine. I go to Fishtown in Alaska and I bake. I baked sweet potato bread, chocolate roulade, banana bread, shortbread crust, chocolate cake, salted caramel cornflake bars, hummingbird cake, pecan oatmeal cake, garlic knots, angel food cake, lemon cake bars. That's like a lemon bar and a cake had a baby.
It does sound like procreation.
Nanaimo bars from Canada.
What is that?
Dinner rolls, brownies,
Nanaimo.
Yellow cake. This yellow cake was really very good. I made wheat deli bread, chocolate frosting, applesauce cake. I'm not done yet. Coconut pound cake. This one I didn't put a title on. Cherry spritz cookies. Pecan cream cake. I forgot the sugar in that one when I made it by accident, but that was the only one.
Oh, you can't forget the sugar.
Chocolate gooey cake. Oh man, that was good. Chocolate peanut butter candy cake, pumpkin bread, chocolate crinkle cookos.
Now, Dane, I'm gonna pause you for one moment.
Okay.
Because I had a question earlier about what is a mimimo or something, but now I have a much more important question.
Yeah.
Dane, what's a pumpkin?
It's a great big old gourd, buddy. It fits on your head. In ancient times, they used them as helmets.
Oh, hell yeah.
They
who
also
needs
scare
iron?
off demons. Black bottom cake. Pastry cream. Brooklyn blackout pie. Spicy chocolate cake.
Is that a baseball reference or what?
Nope. Iced oatmeal cookies. Didn't end up making that, actually. We didn't have any oatmeal. Peanut butter and jelly bars.
You can't forget your oatmeal. You can't forget your oatmeal. Your oatmeal.
No, you can't. Halekalaka cake. That's a Hawaiian cake with crushed pineapple and all sorts of good stuff in there. Cheesecake brownies, coconut macaroons, peanut butter cookies, Texas sheet cake, chocolate whoopie pie. Those are just some of the things that I made this summer in Alaska.
And if you're as hungry as I am, write us a letter at the PJCcast at
if you want any of these recipes,
an angry email for Dane making you hungry.
And what's worse is I'm keto now too, along with Jimmy, so I can't
Dane
make any
came
of
back
these things.
And immediately was like, "Yo, what about that keto though? Yo, help me out though."
Okay, no joke. I made. Well, the other baker and I, there was another baker who gave me all these recipes because I don't actually know how to bake, but I know how to follow directions. And
what is baking if not that?
Just following directions and knowing in your gut how much baking powder to use. The way they get baking powder is really wild, but I'll go into that later. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You and the other baker.
Nope.
Who can ever be sure? Dane, what do we do on this podcast?
Do Would You Rathers. So, a lot has changed in 2 months. A lot has changed. Our good friend, the Would You Rather bot, is very, very sick. So everyone's thoughts and prayers, please go out to Would You Rather bot.
I wonder what it caught in this social climate.
Don't make those jokes. That's too real, man. I don't want Would You Rather bot to get COVID-19. Oh,
boy. You said it. I was talking about the flu. I was talking about a regular flu.
I sure hope so.
And not this irregular flu. It's highly irregular.
It's not COVID. Everyone tweet out to WYR_bot to wish it well and speedy recovery in the digital realms. So we are later going to be using a different resource, and today Jimmy and I found out that our good friend Rather.com has revamped their look.
Whoa!
Gone are the usernames. Gone are the comments. Gone are the meticulous metrics of where and what style person you are.
I'm most upset about losing the badges.
The badges, you can't even achieve anything on this website. I don't even see a place where you can submit Would You Rathers, which was the whole fucking thing.
That does seem like an oversight.
Like I thought. That was,
in fact, the whole point.
We're going to start off from Rather.com.
Hey.
The first on the website is, would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? A pretty good would you rather that I don't think we've done before.
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you.
So there's still images for these things. Before you delve into it, let me explain to you what the images are. For winning the lottery, I guess is how you say it now. It's just the Mega Millions kind of like
a logo,
yeah,
the Powerball.
Exactly. There is an actual Dragon Ball next to the Mega. It's got
Dragon Ball. Oh,
yeah. There's 6 stars on it. It's yellow with 6 stars on it. Looks like a Dragon Ball. But the live twice as long image. The image for live twice as long, it's Spock.
Oh.
It's Spock doing the live long and prosper
and they
prosper.
Oh, I got there on my own.
Yeah, and on the image it has the words "live long," so that's weird. I don't know. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on this one, Jimmy?
Vulcans are cool.
But they don't live. I mean, that's what they wish upon people, but it's not like they live any longer, right? I don't know.
Do you remember that episode where Spock was on a skateboard and he did a sick 360 no scope spin with his sniper rifle, and he shot fucking Kirk dead.
Oh my god!
You remember that one?
Yeah,
they were playing Call of Duty, so it was
episode.
All right.
Yeah,
they were playing Call of Duty Black Ops specifically.
Call of Duty Peace Ops in the future, because in the future it's all peaceful.
Yeah, but he's a retro gamer.
Spock, the notorious retro gamer.
You never see his quarters because it's just full of old Xbox 360 video games.
You know, I just found out Vulcans can live over 220 years.
That's about the age that the asker asks of us.
Yeah. Wow. Holy cow.
That's a lot that's a lot of Call of Duty you can jam in your life.
You can get that kill-death ratio up real good to the place that it needs to be.
Yeah. But if you really want to make an account, you gotta start like a dummy account and then get good and then start a new account so that you don't have all your fucking noob losses included.
Yeah, you don't want those noob losses bringing you down like a bunch of...
You gotta appear to be, bless you, better than the rest of the Federation Starfleet.
You gotta be the best. Better
you know they have
all the rest.
You know Starfleet's got fucking codblops fucking leagues.
I mean, it's good for building team spirit.
Space morale.
Tonight on NBC.
Not live twice as long, though.
Yeah, living a long time is real scary. Everyone you know and love will die. And...
like, if it was, 1,000 years, I don't know. But I feel like... It is not inferred in so many words, but I feel like I would just age normally, and then after 150, I would just look like a mummy man.
Like that, there's a Greek myth like this where a goddess falls in love with a mortal and then gets Zeus to make him immortal, but she never asked for eternal youth, so the guy just keeps aging and turns into a cricket. He
the cricket. You love this one. I love it's the most inane nonsense. When you get old, you turn into bugs, everyone.
He's so tiny and old and wrinkly and then starts rubbing his legs together. So Jiminy Cricket is what you will be.
Hooray.
After 1,000 years. You hate
and 1,000 more, I'll turn into an even smaller bug.
A flea. And you put that flea in a box. You put that box in another box, and then you mail that box yourself.
And then I'll be home because I'm small. I live. It's hard to get places.
So really,
it's all right.
Would you rather win the lottery or become a flea? It's really what it's asking.
Yeah, I'd rather. I'm gonna tell you, I'd rather win the lottery.
Yeah, I kind of want to win the lottery too.
It's a lot of money.
Sounds like great times.
Even if it's even if it's only just $1 million, air quotes, right? A low lottery.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money. I could quit a job. I could buy a medicine. Eternal youth.
One medicine for you,
One
sir.
medicine, please. Okay, what's wrong? Everything.
Give me the best one you got.
Give me. Put it all together.
The next would you rather live in a world where there are no problems or live in a world where you rule?
Well, I don't. How much time you got?
I don't want that much responsibility, and I realize if there are no problems, then you don't know when things are good or bad.
They're always good. They're just always good because there are no problems.
Yeah, I feel
none.
Like
everybody agrees on everything.
Jimmy, haven't you seen the Matrix? Their first iteration of the Matrix was that there were no problems and humans were rejecting the simulation.
I thought there was a woman in a red dress. And
then there was a lady in a red dress and everybody looked at her. And
she was a problem for staunch Catholics. I need to return this video to Blockbuster right away lest I perish.
This is an issue. I'm gonna go with no
your
problems.
Wife. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know there'd be a woman in a red dress.
67% chose that one. No, what do you choose?
No money, no problems.
So for this one, you'd have no money.
I wouldn't have any problems. It'd be all right.
Yeah. So
I would. Everything's free, I guess.
Because money is the source of all problems.
It sort of is.
It kind of is.
It's not.
Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or your funeral?
Ooh, my wedding. Short wedding. Little wedding. Though I would be upset if I spent a lot of money and nobody showed up. I'd be a little PO'd.
Would you spend a lot of money on your wedding, though? I don't see you as a big wedding spender.
Not like a fucking Bridezilla amount, but like I don't like. There's sort of there's like you can get off. So on the spectrum, right? There's like Bridezilla, I don't know, $50,000 wedding or whatever, right? Like insane amount of money, like a year's salary wedding. There's on the other end of the spectrum, you have courthouse wedding, whatever it costs for a marriage license, right?
Right. $50.
And then there are across the spectrum. Say you got 100 people to feed, it's a lot of money. Like even if you're not doing anything fancy, it's like that's a few $1,000
Spaghetti and
probably.
meatballs. And I'm
making it all. Dane, I know that Dane specifically.
Scratch.
Dane knows where to get a very large bowl, a very large pot. We're gonna make wok fried spaghetti. That's an Alaska bakery joke.
That is.
Everyone.
Good job. It's got wheels on it. It's got wheel. The bowl is so big it needs its own.
Just like
wheels.
our hot tubs.
That's right. Our hot tub within a hot tub within a hot tub.
It's so we can get around. You see,
Russian nesting doll, a mobile Russian nesting doll of hot tubbery.
A wet Russian nesting doll.
Wet and rolling. That's how we do.
That's the name of our rap song. Wet and rolling.
Wet and rolling.
Name of this episode.
I'd rather no one show up to my funeral because I'm not there, and it wouldn't matter to me.
Well, I think that would be more sad because that means, so it means two things. It means you outlasted everyone you know, or that people are like, and that's a little more depressing for me. That people would be like, I could go to this funeral, but I don't wanna.
Choose not to.
I don't wanna.
Jimmy, what if you had a super secret funeral and that's what you put in your will? You're like, dear lawyer person, please make sure no one finds out where my funeral is.
Where my decaying body is.
Don't let them know. Don't burn it. Don't burn my body.
You get to tell one person, and they hide you, and then they have to dispose of themselves.
They have to dispose of themselves, or they have to do it so blackout drunk that they're not going to remember.
Yeah, they got to Men in Black themselves.
They got a Men in Black with vodka themselves. So
yeah.
Neuralizer with vodka.
I mean, that's just Men in Black. That was what was in those lasers.
Is that was in the neuralizer? Was just straight grain alcohol?
That's why it was so bright.
Nothing brighter than pure ethanol.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen like potatoes like doing a light bulb. Vodka's just potato.
I mean, vodka's just potato, though.
So,
I'm clicking on
what do you
funeral. 45% would rather.
You're voting. You're
funeral.
adding to the statistics.
I am. I'm doing it. And then our last one is: would you rather find true love or $10 million?
Oh, these ones are dumb. This is the one that's. Yeah. Is there another one?
Okay.
Is there another one?
Would you rather have more time or money? Would you rather spend the day surfing on the ocean or surfing the internet? Would you rather take a European sightseeing vacation or a relaxing Caribbean vacation? Would you rather go back in time and meet your ancestors, go to the future and meet your grandchildren?
Assuming the world still exists. Fuck.
Would you rather live in Harry Potter's world or live a life of fame and wealth?
Dane, let me ask you a real question about being gone. Are you aware of all the J.K. Rowling news?
No. Oh. No, I really am not. What happened to J.K. while I was gone?
So she outed herself as just being extremely transphobic and terrible.
I thought that was a fact beforehand.
It was known, but she made it real known.
Oh, boy.
And so she's just, like, canceled as fuck, and people that still like Harry Potter, myself included, are extremely conflicted about it.
Oh, dear. Yeah, separating the art from the artist, huh?
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh, boy.
She is terrible. So it's not even that, right? It's because it's like, okay, it started off, she like liked some tweets and people were like, oh, Joanne, what are you doing? and then like, but then she like said something for sure. And everyone's like, wow, okay, trash person. And then ever since, all she's done is like doubled down on it and tried to like explain why she's great.
Oh,
it's just awful. She's too old and white, I guess.
Yeah. That's what it comes down to, isn't it?
That's where they get you.
Boy. All right, let's do would you rather be able to fly or read minds?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. The two images are a person in a purple dress just fallen in the sky. Does not look like they're flying. Just looks like a total belly flop into nothingness. And the sky's really nice behind them. There's lovely clouds and it's kind of sunsetty. But this person is definitely just flailing.
Do you remember in the very beginning of Alice in Wonderland where she falls down the rabbit's hole and hits terminal velocity and fucking dies right away? Do you remember that part?
Right, and then the rest of it is purgatory. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's just an hour and a half of dark screen.
And then the second image for Read Mind is just Patrick Stewart as Professor X with his hand out.
Okay,
just
sure,
reaching.
Fine. I thought you were going to say Picard, and then I was like, all right. And then, no, you got me. It made way more sense when you said any more words.
The originator of this website is actually a huge Star Trek fan, so whenever he can put in Star Trek references,
I think I'm gonna fly. It's a little tough.
I'm gonna fly too.
Because like knowing what people are thinking, I think is would be more useful. But I feel like I would. So let me tell a story and then reference back here. So I just
run it down for us, buddy.
I just bought the remake of Final Fantasy. So okay, not the remake on PS4, but like a port of the old PlayStation 1 game. I bought it on the Switch. It's effectively the same game, but with 3 enhancements. You can toggle on and off the following things individually. You can turn off random battles. Clothes. Yeah, everyone's nude as a jaybird.
If you want them to be, they don't
if you
have
want, you
to
can
be.
toggle it. You can turn on ×3 speed, so you can just get all that combat over and done with real fast. And there's a third mode that just keeps you at full health.
Sonic and Knuckles.
Keeps you at Sonic and Knuckles mode. So you put you put a new disc on top of the old disc, and you can play as Knuckles instead of Cloud.
And just glide all over the place, and
and you just escape all the boundaries. You can fucking sequence break the whole game. Get right to the end and beat whatever Sephiroth, I guess.
And of course, Sonic and Knuckles are at full health, and their limit break is always charged.
And once I learned, I knew I had ×3 speed. But once I learned I had like unlimited health mode, all I do is just turn that on. Like I'm just like
want the story.
I just like the story bits. The combat's good, but like if I could just not have to deal with it, that'd be all right too. It's not like it's fun necessarily.
Right.
But so to come back to that, if I had mind reading powers, and I would tell myself like, all right, I'm only going to use these when I need it. And then that would just get thrown out the window fucking immediately. If anybody gave me like a funny look, a second glance, I'd be like, what the fuck are you thinking about? What's wrong?
What's your address, buddy?
What's your address? Think about that address. Man, that'd be the way. You just ask them, and then you'd read their mind. And
right.
Be like, I'm
not
telling
telling you. Well,
you are.
No, I mean, absolute power corrupts absolutely, and reading minds is creepy and bad, and completely ruins any kind of boundaries, and I think it would ruin your life. I think it really would. You'd become a bad person. I think
I'd try and use it like Dexter, the serial killer, might. You know? I'd try and like use it for some good, but I'd also be like, yo, that barista fucking looked at me funny when I ordered a second pump of fucking whatever. Like, what secrets can I fucking...
chocolate frosting. Oh, boy. Oh, man. And what's the worst that could happen when you're flying? You get chewed up in an airplane? I mean, that's not so bad, right? There's worse ways to go.
I certainly wouldn't go that high. Tell you what,
I would. Man.
It's also contingent on the fact that, like, I don't know, the government wouldn't fucking be like, oh, and shoot me down or whatever.
Shoot you down.
Shoot me down, baby. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, retro gaming, bringing back the Spock. Let us now bring it back to one of our oldest and favorite segments, known as the Lonely Hearts, where we take two online personal ads, we read them out loud, and we discuss whether those two people would fall in love with each other. Now, Jimmy, you sent me one
I think you
earlier.
Should go first.
All right, I'm going to go first. This day, my first day back in the hot tub, I'm going to tell you, Jimmy, I got really stressed out not being in a hot tub for 2 months.
I bet you, because there's only ice.
There's only ice tubs up there. They've got fish tubs and ice tubs, and you get to choose.
What they don't tell you about fisheries is that they have to excavate them out of the ice.
Chip away now, they say. Here's your
My
ice
favorite
pick.
line of Signs, the movie. Chip away now.
Chip away. I'm stuck to this tree, and everything's real sad, but hey, chip away. Chip away, chip away, chip away, ha! 26, male for female. Ever since my last breakup, I've wanted to have a child so badly, is the title of this one.
Woo!
Just starting off hot. Starting off strong. I honestly don't know what it is, but ever since my last breakup, I've realized now, more than ever before, I want to have a child so badly. I want to have a family, or at least provide financial support if you don't want me to be part of the picture. I'll talk about myself. I have a security job, an associate's degree in arts, and an Army veteran, and am an Army veteran. That's a talk about a tongue twister. Hey, please refer to episode here.
What? We did. The joke is that we did an episode on tongue twisters.
Yeah, we did. So go back and listen to it, audience. I have some mental issues, I'll admit. Sure as bipolar and ADHD. I've always wanted to write a book, but my ADHD always gets the better of me. So that would be another thing that I would like. Would be to have someone to help me write a book. All right.
As
first
written.
draft, best draft. I've had to deal with a person trying to impersonate me in the past because of his jealousy of me, and have recently dealt with him. The end.
And then it ends.
What?
It starts off. You think you know where it's going.
There's so many twists and turns. The sharpest of which is in the last sentence. I've had
he just wants you to have the full picture. He killed a guy.
I've had to deal with a person trying to impersonate me in the past because of his jealousy. Not stole my identity. Not because I'm a super spy. But because of his jealousy of me. His security guard with an associate's degree in arts and was in the army.
There is quite a lot, and he's never written a book.
Which is fine.
I wonder what his book would be about, though. You know?
Probably having ADHD in the army.
And this person. I want to know more about this impersonator.
Oh, man. Okay, so he wants to have a family. He's only 26. He's got time. He's got plenty. I mean, he's got the rest of his life to have a family. You can do that whenever you want. Yeah. I wonder what about the breakup makes him want to have a kid so much.
Yeah, I don't know.
And how long ago was the breakup? Like, was it yesterday?
I assume recently, like right before he made this post. Like right before.
Yeah.
They broke up and he was on Craigslist.
Jimmy.
Yes?
Jimmy, I need to put a pause on this segment real quick. Okay. Way down at the bottom of rubberrather.com, there's a there's a message. There's a message. It says, to loyal Rubber Rather users, a message from Alex W. And it has a little profile picture next to it. This is from the creator of rubberrather.com. Contact information. I want to hear from you. If you want to contact me, send an email. And then he doesn't write out his full email so to prevent bots from reading it.
Sure.
Notice to users of the former rubberrather.com. To all veterans and guests, I am sad to announce that Rubber Rather is no longer what it was. Regretfully, the site was neglected by me over the years, despite the very dedicated community it built. Over the years, the site experienced frequent problems, from multi-day crashes while I was on vacation to being hacked. The hack was the straw that broke the camel's back. My hosting provider, OVH, turned off traffic to the server on June 26, 2020, due to the server having been hacked, and was sending out phishing emails and DDoS attacks. From a business point of view, the site was not earning enough anymore to be viable for me to keep putting effort into. Ultimately, some of the user-generated content wasn't liked by Google and advertisers, and ad revenue has just plummeted as big brands won't want their ads to be shown next to some gross questions. In the early days, you'd see ads from big companies like Ford on Rubber Rather, but over time, they must have blacklisted the site. I've been notified of policy violations multiple times for stuff as petty as girls in a bikini, and have been outright terminated from AdSense, which led to a difficult appeal process. There's also more competition in the would you rather, quote unquote, space, since Rubber Rather first...
He's talking about us. He's talking about us. He's talking about us.
Being the first, according to my memory, with blog type sites with big text lists of questions outranking Rubber Rather. For now, Rubber Rather is converted to a static site on Google Firebase. It's cheap and solid. If you have ideas for it that aren't too hard to do let me know. I know a lot of Rubber Rather users have a lot of sentimental value in some of the content, which I was able to retrieve from the dead server. Write me an email on whatever content you'd like to access. If there is demand for it, I can do a tool where you can log in to download your PMs, for example. There's also a Discord server if you download your private messages.
You can message people on Rather.com?
You could, not anymore. There's also a Discord server if you want to reconnect with some users. I had a blast with RubberRather.com. It always amazed me that strangers on the internet were able to build friendships on a site that I built. Some have been around for years. Thank you for all your contributions to the site, as RubberRather.com was registered on December 30th, 2010, and I think the launch date was January 20th, 2011. Rather lasted over 9 years, almost a decade. This is not the end of my internet ventures. Do email me if you'd like to be kept in the loop on the next great thing. Alex and Joe, June 28th, 2020. Wow.
I feel like we arrived at the front gates of Atlantis right before it all sunk down, you know? Like we fucking showed up, ate some forbidden grapes or fucking whatever, and then blinked, and then we're underwater.
They were like, hey, we have this contraption that cures all disease. Hey, guess what? This particular contraption here in our hand, this cures all disease. Now we're going to go in the back and get you one. Don't go anywhere. Kaboomers!
And then the owner then says, I would have rathered the thing that cures all disease.
Oh boy. So that's where we're at. Maybe we should send this guy an email.
Wow. Saying what?
And just hey, make us a good site, dude, for our podcast.
Hey, our podcast is depending on this website we found a couple months ago.
Make it better,
motherfucker.
I mean, I would be very polite, and you would be very mean, and we'd good cop, bad cop them.
I'd be very mean. But it's the same email, and we don't explain who's writing what.
No, it's just every other sentence we hand it over to each other. He also, I guess, has a site for Would You Rather play Never Have I Ever? And he has another site, and it's called never.com.
Oh my god. You investigate what that is. I'm gonna read my Lonely Heart. So your Lonely Heart had an impersonator.
Yes. Somebody was trying to take over his very prestiged life.
Now, I want you to remember, because it's gonna matter later, the title specifically. So it's 30 male for female, Ohio, title, roller coaster. Okay? Roller coaster.
Yeah.
I am an average build guy with big blue eyes and dirty blonde hair. I'm goofy and love to make people laugh. I am a Nintendo Switch in the bedroom, so I can either be Bowser and kidnap the princess, or I can be the one getting kidnapped and tied up.
Okay, I'm with him so far.
What I'm really looking for sexually, the past recently, though, is for the right girl to smother me with her breast, then ride me face like it's a roller coaster.
Huh. Okay.
After that, I guess we can find some funnel cake. Because who goes to the amusement park and doesn't get funnel cake?
Yeah.
And then the last tiny paragraph just says, I guess you can call me Cedar Point, America's roller coast. Ride on. That's
what?
it. That's fucking it.
I've heard of Cedar Point, but what the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you I don't know enough about roller coasters. You got a computer, Google Cedar Point and spell it right, cuz he didn't, I don't think.
I don't need to. I have spell check.
Aha!
Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio.
Is there a roller coaster there?
Yeah, there's hella. It's the roller coaster capital of the world.
Okay. So he didn't say that. He said America's roller coast. Like it's the like it's the on the edge of the world and there's a roller coaster there. So
they
yeah,
are
this
open
guy
for COVID. They are open for COVID.
You know what I don't like? That.
They've got pictures of everyone wearing masks. Everybody.
Man, did Disney World stay open? I never heard any more about that. Or did they close again?
Is Disney.
Did you hear that they opened?
Open.
I don't remember when you left. I don't remember what things you were here for.
What was happening in the world? Yeah, it's open now. It's open.
Ugh. So awful. Disneyland had the right decision, and they were gonna open, and then they were like, maybe not.
All 4 Walt Disney World theme parks and Disney Springs are now open. Park attendance is managed via the Disney Park Pass reservation system. To enter a park. Both a park reservation and valid admission for the same park on the same date are required for guests age 3 and up.
They got people scanning everyone's foreheads with a fucking forehead thermometer, like a laser thermometer. Upon entry, and it's just is this fun? It's is this fun? Are you yay, Disney World at any cost?
Yes, people are like that. They were scanning us every morning in Alaska, too.
Yeah, but that's work. It's not Disney. You're not true. I'm choosing to do a fun thing and fuck the repercussions. It's no, it's a job.
There's a Hershey's ice cream?
Yeah?
I don't think it's Hershey's chocolate. I think it's different. Yeah. Oh my God. At the bottom of Hershey's Ice Cream's website, it says, copyright products of Hershey Creamery Co., not affiliated with Hershey's Chocolate.
How did you get there?
They're a sponsor of the roller coaster park.
Oh.
Got Coca-Cola, Marathon, Panama Jack, Kraft Heinz, Icy, something called Mirger, Discount Drug Mart.
You gotta get those drugs discounted. Dane, are these 2 people gonna fall in love though?
No, they're not.
Why not?
Well, I don't know what my guy looks like, but I doubt he's got a voluptuous chest enough to be ridden like a roller coaster. Or to have our other guy ride like a roller coaster.
I don't even know, even sexually, what exactly that means. I guess. You gotta go up and up and up and up and up and then down for 6 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And then you're done.
And then it's
over and you have to get back in line.
Okay, so this is what it is. It's a minute and a half of lateral motorboating. Instead of side to side, you're going up and down.
Oh.
Right?
Is the woman sideways?
No, it's the face. So he's moving his face up and down instead of side to side.
Right, but
the traditional motorboat is the side to side.
No, I know, but does that mean is she also perpendicular, I guess?
No, because that would defeat the purpose. Because if she's perpendicular, then going up and down would be like a typical motorboat, but your face would be differently positioned.
It's like a T shape, like an L, almost like a lowercase something.
Depending on what font you're using, yes.
Wingdings.
Hashtag font talk. No, it's oh boy, I do love the idea that in the bedroom that he has to wait in line to get off. Like, he's like, okay, baby, that was super hot. I'm gonna go wait outside for the next 30 to 45 minutes because I forgot to get a fast pass.
I knew I should have got fast pass. Yeah.
But damn, just so you know, I'm gonna be super hard the whole time.
And it's gonna be
just
awkward.
Rigid. It's gonna be the cat and the bird are gonna be staring at me as I'm standing in the hall, half nude, with a regular white T-shirt on, just ready and raring to go to get on this.
But it means there's other people in line. Like
there has to be other people in line.
Yeah, enough. Whatever the math is on, like about a minute and a half or 50 minutes. It's like 30 plus people.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
What a house this guy lives in.
Maybe he has to get strapped into a safety harness before he does it too.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. And then the attendant has to tug on all the fucking things. You know,
sure
lest he get fired.
Not to derail our podcast again, but Hershey's ice cream makes some really good sounding ice cream flavors.
Jesus Christ!
Don't off put me the in front internet. Of a computer. I can't
Get off
help
the
it.
internet.
They've got okay. Listen,
they're gonna fall. They're not gonna fall in love.
They're not gonna fall in love.
It's gonna be.
They've got banana pudding ice cream. Holy shit! They've got. They got classic.
Yeah, Dane, I'm gonna tell you. So I think you've already filled our quota of food talk for this episode.
Coffee House cookies and cream? Are you joking? Oh, something called honey roasted peanut butter? Is that honey roasted peanuts made into peanut butter? Jesus Christ!
It's honey roasted peanuts made into regular butter. That's what it is.
They've got a no sugar added butter pecan. That's pretty.
That's how they get you. No sugar added.
Okay. Everyone visit.
You gotta be careful when you buy things on keto, Dane. No sugar added doesn't mean fucking shit.
Yeah.
You gotta look at those. You gotta look at those fucking things. You gotta look at those.
Look at those
nutritional
nutritionals. Things. Sure. Okay.
Dane, do we have maybe one or two more good would you rathers from any websites?
Well, I think our next segment now is going to the Would You Reddits, my friend.
Yeah. Our next and perhaps final segment.
Oh, are we going long this week?
I don't know.
Back in, he's just trailing on. Okay, so
what do we got for the listeners?
Because Would You Rather Bot is getting tinkered with, I am in contact with the creator of Would You Rather Bot, and he is working diligently on bringing back our good friend.
Reviving.
But in the meantime, we got to go back to the old standards.
It's like when you finish on your roller coaster sex ride and then you have to wait for 45 minutes. And this is we're in line.
This is our sex line. So the Would You Rather subreddit used to be a real cesspool. Things were not going well, and I checked it the other day, and it turns out the mods have come back. From whatever realm they were resting in.
They're on vacation, just like Congress.
more like those clowns in Congress. So they have tightened the screws a little bit on the Would You Rather subreddit, and now there are only Would You Rathers allowed because there were a lot of opinions being asked, I guess, beforehand.
What do you think about this question? So what do you got? What do we got? What's on the best of for the day or the week?
Okay, well, let's go to top. Let's go to top Would You Rathers. This is no better than the front page or from what was before.
What's your range?
What do you mean, what's my range?
Wow. Set it to like a month. Yeah, set it to like a month or something.
Okay, one past month.
It defaults to 24 hours, so...
I'm reading it. I'm sorry. Okay, would you rather have time stop every time you fall asleep so you can sleep for however long you want without wasting a minute of your day, or have the ability
to sleep... It does not matter what the other thing is.
Or have the ability to only sleep 2 hours a day and never feel tired? You thought you had picked
No,
it.
I mean, I'm picking the right thing, because then it's just like... I'm losing 2 hours in the second one. No matter what, I can just sleep. I can just sleep whenever the fuck I want.
But
well,
James,
okay, I guess it's hard to fall asleep.
Answer me
sometimes.
This: it's hard to fall asleep. Also, haven't you ever slept too much and just felt awful?
No.
Where you just like
I have trouble sleeping.
You haven't woken up groggy because you overslept.
No,
and you're just
and my body's broken, Dane. I undersleep habitually. What has happened is if I take a nap and I sleep for like a few hours, I'm all hot and gross because it's like the middle, it's like daytime out, so it's hotter than I'm used to sleeping.
Sure.
And then I'm just like, sometimes I'll wake up and I'll just be like, this nap was a mistake. Sometimes. That's as bad as it gets. I don't wake up shitty for sleeping too long because I'm constantly waking up in the night.
Right.
You know why that happens, though, too? You're just dehydrated. That's all it is. You're just dehydrated.
I did not know that. But
you're
going to...
breathing out all your fucking vapors!
My essential human vapor. I'm gonna say the biggest thing here for me is the never feel tired. You sleep 2 hours, you lose those 2 hours, sure, but you never feel tired. That's in the Would You Rather, that you never feel tired. I guess that is true. You only sleep 2 hours a day. See?
I didn't know the other one was going to be a sleep one, too. I think for the reason, because it's effectively the same thing. I guess, yeah, it's because I have trouble sleeping. So if I just have to sleep a little bit, and then I'm never tired. But what happens, like, at 22-hour mark? Like,
you just
I have to sleep, or am I? Yeah,
you have to sleep.
Man,
you must sleep.
Yeah, that would be great. I fucking love that. And then I would just have so much time for activities.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much room for activities.
I would never be tired.
Would you rather walk down the street? Oh no, this is a scenario one. You walk down the street and you're stopped by a friendly person. He says he wants to make somebody happy today. So he offers you either 1,000 United States dollars or a sealed envelope. You don't know its content. If you choose one, you can't change it later. Would you rather choose the money or the envelope? Oh, mystery man with his envelope of secrets.
Can I see the envelope, though?
He says... He offers you 1,000 USD or United States dollars for a sealed envelope. It doesn't say he shows it to you.
I mean,
like, what if it's like an envelope the shape of a car? Is that what you're saying? Like a car?
I'm just thinking like if I could see how stuffed it is. But I guess that would be a trick anyway if it's all ones.
What if it was a envelope
this is
the size of a house?
It could still be a trick. This is one of those things where it's just like you got to bet on the sure thing. I'm betting on the sure thing for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't think either of us are gambling men, are we?
No, but it's also fucked up. It's like, okay, well, what's the point? Like, are you like no regular person is gonna be like, you could have $1,000 or more money if you want to take a gamble. It's like, no, they want to see you fucking get the $1 envelope and be upset with yourself, and then they'll guffaw their way to the store.
That's assuming it's money. What if it's just a bunch of human teeth?
Bacon bits?
Orange peels.
Just the seeds of a banana?
Coupons for your local grocery store.
1,000 copies of Call of Duty Black Ops.
The home phone number of your vice principal from junior high.
The email address from the guy from rather.com.
Luckily, bots can't see into this. A mystery envelope. A cell phone that you can only use once, but it calls Marky Mark Wahlberg, and he's guaranteed to pick up.
And he's like, hello? Yes, me, Marky Mark.
Hey, I was in the department, and I was also in the happening.
How'd you get this number? I'm hanging up now.
It's just one of those magic cell phones that random guy gives out. Man, he's got to stop doing that.
He's at it again.
Marky Mark.
Man, that would be it though. If it was like a phone that only called, like it was just always that. That's the other option. And people are just like, oh, I know you. I've heard of you. She's like, yeah. I used to make music, and now I make movies sometimes.
I got an Oscar nomination for The Departed.
Have you seen it? I've seen it. No.
I've seen it. I'm Marky Mark. I've seen my movies. I'm Marky Mark. That guy's got a lot of muscles, though. Do you remember the movie Date Night with Steve Carell and Tina Fey?
Yeah, it was not good.
It was all right.
It was like it was a serviceable thing, but it just wasn't funny. Anyways,
somehow Marky Mark is in that movie like extra shirtless. Like it's not just that he has his shirt off; it's that like somehow they accentuate the shirtlessness, so it's like he's got more than one shirt off. Does that make sense? It's like he's wearing a shirt to add some bulk, but it's muscles, is what you're saying. Right. He's got like fractal muscles where the closer you look, there's just more muscle in like branching off from it.
So what you're saying is it's your favorite movie.
It's my favorite. Date Night's my favorite movie because of Marky Mark Wahlberg's infinite muscle.
I don't remember him being in it. The only thing, because I saw that in theaters with my mother for probably her birthday. Because man, I love my mother. I don't necessarily always love her taste in movies to go see. But whatever.
Is she a big Steve Carell fan?
She is that, and so that's probably why we went and saw it. And Tina Fey was a little more popular at that point. I don't know if she's still popular. I think people are a little
she put off down. She's not really out there as much. She was all over the place for a little while. Now she's not out there as much.
But all I remember is that at the end of that movie, there's like the two of them have like a dance scene, and it's supposed to be like the climactic, funniest part of the whole movie. Like, it's all leading up to this hilarious dance scene, but it's not funny. So like, it's just like, it's like the movie's like the movie's the whole movie felt to me like this is a fucking date night podcast review now. It just felt like the whole movie, every moment was telling you like, this is funny. This is the funny part of the movie. This is, remember, don't forget this. Don't forget to laugh. This is the funny part. And that was the whole movie. It's like all these people are very... And of course, they're both... Tina Fey and Steve Carell are very talented. And they're funny. But, like,
so
there's nothing to do.
You felt coerced, like pressured into laughing.
Well, no, because I wasn't laughing very much. It just, like... It was just like, here's the jokes. They're not funny. But we're building it up like they are. You know? Like,
right. Oh, boy. Man, I should rewatch that. And not for Marky Mark's Infinite Muscles, but for this,
are you sure?
For this reason.
Are you sure, though?
I mean, that'll be a bonus.
You'll watch that, and then you'll watch Bucket List as the double feature, and then you'll fucking cry yourself to sleep.
I won't. I'm not going to.
God,
thank you, everybody, for joining us in the hot tub today. It's good to be back. It's good to be relaxed.
Hell yeah. It's good to have you back relaxed in a wheel tub.
Thank you, James.
And Lars and the wheel tub.
Okay. Ryan Gosling.
Movie talk.
Reprising his role as Lars in the popular film franchise.
Franchise? It's just Lars and the Reel. What'll they come up with next?
Lars in the Reel roller coaster park.
Roller coaster.
If you have any would you rathers for us, you can send them to the pjccast@gmail.com, or you can tweet them using hashtag the pjccast. Please send them over and we will read them on the air. The airwaves. Wow. If you have any websites that provide would you rathers, then send those over too, because we'll use that website until it shuts down.
There's got to be apps, right? Are there apps? We'll look for apps. Good luck.
Anything that I've found that is would you rather adjacent has all the same would you rathers on them as each and every other one.
Shit.
And it's really depressing. God dang. Thank you to Brad T. Jonas for drawing our cover art. I am now currently beardless and it is out of date, but that's fine. I will look like that again very soon.
Maybe.
You can find him on Instagram at Brad T. Jonas. And then also thank you to our good friend. What's our friend's name again?
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. And he made the theme song. And thank you to him. And you can find him on Instagram at Contaminants. Where's the underscore in that? It's been a while.
Underscore Contaminants. I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm gonna make a wild guess and guess that Dane's getting distracted because there's roller coasters on his
No, honestly, I'm just sitting here. I'm not even on Hershey's website looking at their foam cups.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe you.
That's fair. You can't prove it, and that's fair. For another week, my name is Dane.
I'm Jimmy.
And once again, have a good night and get home safe.
Yay.
Yeah,
Dane, we podcasted. We didn't forget how.
No, well, I almost did a little bit. and then...
What was your favorite episode of the PJC cast, Timmy? Oh, it was the one where they talked about different foods for a long time.
Food's hilarious, Jimmy.